What's going on, y'all? I'm here a little early today, and that's all good. It's been raining today, like it's been kind of whack, honestly. But I'm here with it. I really wasn't gonna come on here. I'm not quite sure if I want to do lives right now. I might just record things for y'all. We're in Mercury retrograde. It ain't about nothing to be um, you know, being serious. The only time you should really be serious right now is in the background planning things, which I do. Trust and believe I do. But if I'm talking about burnout, I don't know. Because I for damn sure ain't gonna burn out. You know what I mean? But we're here to talk about this business block. Alrighty, alrighty. What I got going on for y'all? So, I'm testing out LinkedIn, right? I'm going to be live on here next week for Monday, Wednesday, and what is it? Friday. Talking about my program, Corporate Detox. If you haven't already, I have a free guide that takes you from step 1, 2, and 3. Hey, all the way to help you detox from corporate, right? And also to really help you step into your energy, your flow, your creative flow. Check your energy, right? It teaches you how to check your energy and balance that energy so you can then be open to flow and tap into that creativity, because when we're burnt out, when we're like, I can't do this, like it gets hard for us to actually create from a place of abundance, right? And it can be easily off kiltered where we're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, blah blah. Like I was just saying when I just got on here, like I don't know about these lives because if it's gonna cause me any way, shape, or form of draining, I'm not with it, right? But the corporate detox helps you create your unique special offer. I've worked with a lot of startup business companies, right? And startup is hard, okay? So startup is hard because 9 times out of 10 you're funding your own, right? Taking care of your own personal essential needs, let alone another entity that is like a big grown baby, right? That needs things. And nowadays, we got to show up on social media and all this stuff too, which we don't always have to do that, but that is the freest version of what promoting and whatnot, right? But there's a smart way to do it, and I feel that is a simple way to do it as well. And this is where I help, the working women really detox from corporate, that mindset of that hustle culture, and really tap into flow so you can really tap into that creative spirit, create that unique offer, let that uniqueness shine through, and work smarter, not harder, right? And this allows yourself to sustain your startup business and allow things to grow naturally and expand that offer into something new when it's time to move out of startup and into growth phase. Ooh, that was a lot. Did you catch that one, Shamika? But tonight we're gonna do business block, okay? Um, yeah, that's the themes. I'm not really sure. I didn't really take time to think. And too, like, I'm not going to front. I went outside. Usually, I can't be going outside doing a whole bunch of stuff. Not in the energy that I'm in now. Fridays are usually my off days, tapping into that Venus energy, right? And really giving myself care. But today I kind of answered the call to I'm just gonna put that. I don't even need to say names or anything. And it's like I didn't really need to go into that situation because I know what it is every time. But whatever, we live and we learn, right? So for those that are watching the replay, get comfy. For those that are here, I'm just going to do a simple. I invite you to just simply breathe in with me. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths, all right, at the sound of my singing bowl. And then we're going to start. I just want to tune in and invite you to do that with me, all right? So I'm going to start now. Breathe in and exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. And one more deep breath in. shake off any bullshit, any negativity, any anxiety, any anxiousness that we may be carrying throughout the day. And let's just be present and tap into this energy right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my spiritual entrepreneurs for coming through. Just going to talk about a little bit of some business situationships that we may have going on here, because we know we be having situationships, right? Let's see what the theme of the day is. I got my heart cards that I still haven't. I have a new, for when I start selling these, y'all gonna see a different cup illustration on the cover. I'm just letting y'all know. What is the theme of tonight? We got two cards coming. All right, so it says, would you be ready if it happened tomorrow, or will you be complaining? I don't know if this is, this might be reverse. I don't know. If you're writing any comments, I can't really see them. I would love, okay. So yeah, would you be ready if it happened tomorrow, or would you still be complaining? This is a good card, because this card is telling you that you need to get on your, okay? Like, spirit is around you. Spirit is like, I'm right here, anything you need. But I need you to be still enough and present enough so you can see the blessings that I'm giving you. Because if you're not, it's like I can be throwing things at you a mile a minute and you still won't see because you're all over the place. I'll never forget one of my coaches, they told me, where is my water? Because I am a little thirsty. But anyway, like, so if God was trying to pour water into a cup, right? The best way is to be still. If you're all doing all like this, like, do you really think that it's going to be like, oh, come over here? Like, you know, like, no, that's just not how spirit's going to be working. They're going to give you the stuff. You ask it, they give it to you. But it's your due diligence, your duty to keep your eyes open, right? And be open to receive first and foremost, but then be also still enough to, or slow enough to see the signs. Because another one, to me, it reminds me of, I remember when I was young, we went on this road trip in, yeah, I'll never forget this. We were, where were we? We went to Colorado, and I remember my dad and my mom, like our whole family, we drove, I think, to Nevada, I believe. But they have massive earth, you know, like, it's not mountains. What are those? Plateaus and things like that. I love them. I don't know why. It's just, I've always felt it in my heart when I see things like that. And I'm feeling it right now, describing this, because these big glass mounts of earth, right? I wanted to take a picture for some reason. When you take a picture, and I don't know if y'all remember how old taking with the Kodaks, you know, we didn't have the phones. When we waited for it to be developed, that junk was like, you can't take a picture and see clear when you're going 60, 80 miles an hour. That's just physics for you, you know? And that's all I'm saying. And right here, right, we have, how can you do things differently? How can you do this differently? Don't underestimate the power of trial and error. Oh, this is juicy, y'all. Because this is like, for some of y'all out here, y'all have been in a cycle of the same thing. I don't know if y'all like me, but it's like, I don't like eating the same thing over and over again. I don't mind leftovers, but I don't want to have leftovers for 3, 4, 5 days. Like, ugh. I just don't. You can call me snooty, stuck up, whatever. I just don't, right? And if you're going through the same thing over and over and over again, it behooves you to really be open to the lesson and be like, well, how can I do this differently, right? Because this is reminding me of something that I spoke about with someone here watching with me. Arrogance. You think you know everything. You think you know everything. That is a form of arrogance. You're not being open to learn new things. And if you've been down this same road over and over and over again, you must know everything that there is to know going down this road, right? So why does it feel like you are still in this not catching the lesson, I guess, right? Be open to things, because guess what? If what you really wanted happens tomorrow, will you be ready? Will you be ready? You should be ready if you've been down this road multiple times, right? If you took the math test and failed 80 times, did they change the questions on the test? Or are you just not giving any oomph to it? Let's see. Where is this taking us? Because this sounds kind of juicy. All right, let's see. What's the situationship looking like? I know you can see my scarf. I'm just like, this is not, I don't know. This is like too close to my face, but whatever. Oh, okay. We got the world card coming out. Oh my gosh, y'all. Whoever this message is for, I'm just saying. You really got it in your bag, but you may not be thinking of it like that because you're so tired of seeing the same things over. Okay. Let's talk about it. Or should we go deeper? No. We got the world card here. Straight like that. This is the situation. The world is in your hands, boo. You are at a closing chapter right now. Really, this is like the final chapter of whatever you've been in. It really is. It really is. And you have like this fixed energy because the world card has the fixed signs, right? The Taurus, the Lion, that's Leo, Taurus. What's the air one? Probably I don't know. Why am I going blank now? Aquarius. Would Eagle be Aquarius? I don't know. But in Scorpio, usually that's what the energy of the fixed signs are. And the fixed signs not only wrap things up, but they ground it, right? And ground Mother Earth. We're closing chapters. Whatever you've been working on is coming to full circle. And this reminds me of something. This is so interesting today. So today this girl was asking me, she's like, I just came across something called Supreme Mathematics, blah, blah, blah. If you know, you know. I don't feel like getting into it. But one thing I do know is that she was talking about how Erykah Badu knows about this, and in one of her songs, what are the favorite songs from that? I was born underwater with $3,006 times. Yeah, you might laugh, but you did not do your math. And what she's saying is, right, 360. $3.06, 360, right? So the mathematics of that is 360 things coming around full circle, the circle of life, right? And she was being witty too, because if I'm not mistaken, she is a Pisces, born underwater, and she is I think her birthday is 3/6, March 6th. So it was kind of like, I don't know, a double entendre. I don't even know, y'all. I don't know. But basically it was just like, what song is that? I hear it in my head now. Mm-mm. I don't remember the name of the title, but if you know, you know. And it's coming full circle because it's reminding me of like how numbers have vibrations. Even 3 is a building number, right? 6 is, I don't know if 6 is wisdom in the supreme mathematics, but I can tell you in numerology, 6 definitely is about love and partnership. And 0 is like that cipher, secret knowledge, but also again like completion. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get sidetracked, but I just know that 360 is the beginning and the end, and the world is the beginning and the end. For some of you right now too, I kind of feel like, because the world card can also talk about business, right? The World Wide Web. And I kind of feel like that there's something that you are trying to do online. Um, but it's kind of like back and forth, back and forth. And like the block here is the 6 of Wands. I really feel that you feel that you have not had success, right? And you may not have had success because success may be meeting a certain goal that you're trying to reach and it hasn't come to completion yet. But what I feel like here is it's coming very soon, especially if we were talking about if it happened tomorrow, baby, would you be ready? Would you? Well, advice is, honey, I know it's a tight walk that you are walking, but if you are balanced within your mind, um, now I don't remember this anime, but they start off by saying a sound mind, a sound heart, and a sound soul. Oh no, a sound mind and a sound heart equals a sound soul. To me, that's alignment. Whatever you are doing, that's what manifestation is, alignment. It's not about um we can sit here and be like it's divine timing. Let's clarify. It could be that, but it really it's about alignment. Yo, the universe with the world card. Yeah, whoever this message is for, these chapters are coming to a close. These chapters are coming to a close, okay? Looking at this card, it always reminds me of like the door open. It kind of always reminds me of like a movie, when like you've been walking in the wilderness trying to find your way home. And you're kind of looking at the stars. I never walked in the wilderness, but like, those movies, right? And they're like, oh my God, I don't know where this is. And then finally they see a light, right? And then they're like, oh my God, is that a car? Is that a home? And then the damn door is open, right? Wherever you are meant or whatever you've been looking for is waiting for you. It's definitely waiting for you. Can we get another card, please, Spirit? Let's get another card here for this. Whatever you have been wanting or making your way towards is waiting for you. Okay. And then we got 5 of Pentacles. So this is interesting because it's like, I don't know, for some, you just feel like spoiled, like rotten eggs. Like, like your time is past due, right? And you may be feeling like giving up because it's like, why? I worked so hard for this. I put in so much time and effort, and why am I not getting this in return? But at the same time, it's like, look at where your values are. Like, do you see your worth? Because as I'm recording this, this is Mercury retrograde, and it's in Taurus. Taurus is a slow moving fixed sign, but it does things efficiently. I don't know if you know any sun Tauruses, but if you ask a Taurus sign to do something, especially work on something, that's just gonna come efficient. You can guarantee that's gonna come. It's gonna come good. And if they don't know, if they're a little bit like rough around the edges and like new to it, I would hope they tell you. A lot of times they don't be telling you, but it's like they're gonna work on it until they get it right. That's what I'm trying to bring it to you, and I feel like you have worked on it until you felt that it brought right, but for some reason you have not seen the value within yourself, within this timing, within this patience, right? And it's like, Spirit, why? Because maybe your values were somewhere else. And Spirit has been trying to tell you the whole time, like, that's not for you, though. That's not for you. We want to give you something better, not no bruised up grapes, not no messed up tomatoes, right? We want to give you something that is ripe and ready. Okay? So let's talk about the blocks then. Let's go deeper into these blocks. Yeah, 2 of Cups. For some of y'all, it might be like some type of partnership. But for others, I think it's just been like the self-love journey that is like, hello. Because if you think about it, look, and the Knight of Cups comes up, and that's my self-love card. These look like twins, right? Now, if I dare say twin flames, right? I'm not going to talk about that right now. But like, it looks like herself. She's trying to find balance within herself. She's mirroring herself. And me seeing the 2 of Cups here in the block is kind of like, have you been pouring into yourself? He's literally drinking from his well. The Son of Cups to me can be like a knight in shining armor coming in, you know what I mean, fulfilling and making you feel good. But it's always my self-love card for some reason, because let me tell you the reason. It's showing up for yourself, right, in a way that is giving yourself romance, taking yourself on a date, loving yourself like nobody else can. Even your lover that you love dearly can't love how you love yourself. They just can't. because they're not you. They can love you in a certain way, shape, or form, but they have a different perspective. You know, they see things differently. The only time that you can see your eyes is through a mirror. You know, like you can't sit here and be like, oh, I can see that my eye looks crazy. You can feel it, right? If you were in front of a mirror, you can feel it. You know, sometimes you can see a little part of your nose, maybe not, right? Can't really see your lips. You can feel it. But if you're not in the reflection of, right, that spitting image of you, which is God, right, in the light, flesh, um, you're not going to see yourself like somebody else is going to see you, because it's a different perspective. It just is. And I feel like that's what's blocking you here from actually seeing, right, the value in whatever journey that you went on and that you are now closing. And spirit is like, find balance within your thoughts, within your heart, so you can really align with what your goals are. Like, this Mercury retrograde is like, what are you really valuing? Because if you're evaluating chopped liver shit, Taurus might be trying to lead you to somewhere else. It's like, no, we don't want you to have this here. Look at this, Three of Cups and the Queen of Wands. If anybody knows about my Queen of Wands club, definitely look at the links below. Um, but we have the Mother of Wands and the Three of Cups here. This is about enjoying yourself and enjoying yourself so much that you know how abundant you are, right? Because the Queen of Wands is effervescent. She's magnetizing because she is whole, and she walks with spirit. She's a very intuitive, right? That spark of inspiration that gives to others, but she must have that lit up and passionate about life for herself. As I said in the beginning, right? If we're going through the same motions over and over and over again, that passion gets drained. It just does. And then I'm thinking about five here, because five is about changing. And change is inevitable, right? If you do the same routine over and over and again, eventually you're going to wind up having to change something, whether it be a little bit or a lot, because change is inevitable. Yes, you want routine, but you're changing. Something that I was saying the other day, like, when you want to change your business, right? Or when you know that something in your business has to change, you have to change with that. If you think for any second that you don't have to do any internal work to actually figure out and strategize, right? And figure out what your business needs, right? And then actually step into a new energy, a new terrain, right? A new playing field of how to suffice that energy, sustain that energy, and expand that energy. I don't know who you think you are. That's you bringing those blocks um, to yourself. And like, for instance, before Instagram came out, before Facebook came out, right? Facebook really wasn't about an ad, but it's like, if you weren't that person that had the insight to actually create that type of thing, right, for your business. Once you create things, that actually steps the game up a little bit more and expands certain things a little bit more. And it's forcing other people within that field, I guess, to actually start changing their perspective too. Because, like, for me, I remember when Facebook came out, I didn't like Facebook. I was like, oh, this is whack. One, because I wasn't in college yet. And two, it just was like, it just wasn't serving any purpose for me. Right? So in business, what did they do? They started understanding, oh, well, what do people like? Oh, the college kids like this. This is great, right? So when I went to college, right, I think it was only a year next when Facebook, because I think Facebook came out, or at least when I knew about Facebook coming out, I think I was a senior in high school, showing my age. And what I'm trying to say is, in business, You know, if you're the visionary, right, and you make something that's brand new, you're actually expanding and forcing people to kind of within that field to shift their mind and up their game, right? Because somebody else is going to come along and do something that's like that, right? And then they're going to put their own spin on it. And then it's like building, right? And then it's like, okay, well, how do I serve this, right, for other people now? How do I expand this in a way that it reaches more, it grows more? And you have to grow your mindset, you have to grow your perspective, and you have to step into places that you have never been. And that is scary as hell, because stepping into the unknown, you don't know what that is. And I'm going to give you one more example. Any New Jersey heads know this. The Liberty Science Center, there, I don't know if they still have it in here, but I'm gonna tell you, I was petrified at a young age because there was this thing called the touch tunnel. That junk was pitch dark, and a lot of kids, it was like a maze that was a pitch black dark. And I don't know if they were trying to make it um like the story behind it, like if you were blind, like this is how things would be. I don't know, but I know for me, I was so scared. I felt like I spent like hours in that thing, but I think I was more so afraid because the place was closing down. I remember my sister saying, "Sequoia, where are you? The place is closed. You have to come out." And I don't think she came in and got me, but I could hear her, right? But it was like I don't know how to get out, and I'm like touching, panicking. Um, Long story short, why did I bring this up? The unknown. Um when you can't see things, right, you have to feel it out. If you can't see any things, this is heightening your spiritual senses, one, right? And a lot of times, if that spiritual sense, if you're not used to connecting with spirit, that is going to be scary, right? For those that are used to connecting with spirit, there is an expansion phase, trial and error, right? Almost like, are you ready to graduate, young chipper, right? And it's like, I don't know, right? And it's like you're ready, but you don't know. Spirit knows because they have vast perspective, more than we'll ever know, right? But when you tap into spirit, when you trust that third eye, that pineal gland, that extra sensory, when you follow that soul and that truth, authenticity that is already written for you in the first place, and open that crown up to allow those downloads to come and truly guide you to do things that are beyond your normal senses and what you're used to. You're going to do supernatural things. But if you let fear choke you, you may be back at square one. You just might be. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different just to close this up. I've had these cards that I made one day when I was a little bit bored. Taps into just creative activities that can help soothe your soul, or you know, connect with your soul in a way, connect with your talents in a way that may be even laying dormant because you haven't been using them, or just connect with crafts again to feel you. Creativity is something that feeds your soul and nourishes it, whether you never did it before or whether it's your passion. And I just want to share that with you. I want to get 3 out. This one flew out just now. Oh, this is numbers. So any mathematicians out here, supreme mathematics, let's grab these. What else? Anybody that is, numerology, really into numerology, this might be something that you want to dig your head in and just study that a little bit more. We'll take these. What is this? 5? Yeah, we'll take those. Computer technology, right? Computer technical. Anybody, this just popped up in my head. Like anyone that actually is like a pattern maker, for clothes or fashion, or possibly like puzzles, something that gets really technical but is online, illustration, design, those people, you might want to tap into that a little bit more. Laughter. This isn't creative, but I know this soothes the soul. Laughter. Um, you know, watch yourself a comedy movie, go out to a comedy show. Um, I don't know, look at funny memes on social media. Do something like that. You might be a little bit too serious right now, and this can definitely soothe your soul and really help you connect with spirit so you can know what to do next, right? What to plan forward for, and what to actually like let go of, because a lot of these things that we um sometimes like fear has a hold on us. But if we can actually just let go of fear and be simple as fear be gone, clear, cancel, and release, remove all energy that is around me that is not serving my highest good, we have that power. We take our power back when we can do something like that, right? Scheduling for any work at home people, um, for anyone that I just feel, I'm just going to say anybody that works at home, that is running a business, is working for a business at home, scheduling can be key to what you are trying to do right now. Time is on your side right now. And if it's not, you might not be open to this change that's coming. And last but not least, we have paintings. Paintings. Well, I like to paint. I don't know if that message is for me, but I do like to paint. Um, Anybody on here that likes to paint, um, do so. Spend some time with yourself, definitely. Whether it's 5 minutes, right? But I really feel that, especially in this Mercury retrograde right now, when does it end? May 14th, I believe, is the last one. Of course, we have the shadow phase. But anytime from now and May 14th, spend some time with you. At least one time. I challenge you to spend at least an hour with yourself one of these days out of this time, the present moment to now. And if you have kids, I get you. If you don't have a babysitter, I get you. But I also want to encourage you that doing stuff with your kids is part of yourself as well. Do something that will make you feel good about yourself and introduce it to your kids. I feel that you can do that. All right? Like if you really want to watch a movie and maybe it's an adult movie, right? And you got kids around, no babysitter, no nothing. Just think of something, because to see your kids happy makes you happy. I'm sure of that. And if it doesn't, I'm probably not talking to you. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you for coming. Make sure that you check the links below. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, like, share, and please comment. I'd love to see the comments. You may be catching me doing lives more. I have something that I do that's called energy checks with my clients, that we tap into our chakras to really figure out what particularly is causing your business block and getting to the root cause of your burnout. I'm an intuitive coach, and I just do a lot of things intuitively. And I work with what I pick up so I can then formulate a soul care routine and ritual that we can work alongside, right? While we craft something, whatever you're working on to create. I help you tap into that creative flow and really pull out those talents that you have. They've been laying dormant, I'm pulling them out. um, if they haven't been laying dormant, I align things with your goals so that you can just open the doors for you to be more smoother instead of pushing yourself up against that block, right? And I do something called chakra healing that helps remove and balance those blocks. I throw in Reiki as well that can help soothe your soul, that smart energy to go where it needs to go to help heal and really open up these blocks so you can move forward in the necessary and the best direction that's for your highest good and for your goal too. Because again, we're aligning and we're attracting. And in my Queen of Wands Club, I'm going to be doing private lives. So this is what's making me think like, I don't know if I want to do lives anymore on here. I just might keep putting out content. Um, because the more people that I get in the club, I want to focus on them because they have exclusive content. They get to know firsthand about burnout, what type of burnout they're going through. Um, they get to see um, and read about firsthand stories that caused my burnout. Um, what else did they get? They get a lot of goodies. I really would love for you to check in with that. Um, I just started posting a 5-part series energy reading. So I really, really, really would love for you to check that out. And if you really would like to, you can check the extended reading that can allow you to experience soul care and how I share the soul care with you guys by checking that out at my Queen of Wands Club. So that's all I want to do. I'm getting a little tired. It's not that late, but I'm getting a little tired. And I respect my energy, because I have been recovering from burnout and it's not a piece of cake, y'all. And if I'm going to be helping people with burnout, I gotta walk my talk. Okay? Gotta walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey. No, let me stop. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Till next time. Peace.